All right, so here we go. Yes, the First Descendant dev team just sat down with the community and gave a critical update about what's happening with the future of the game. We're going to be talking about new patches and hot fixes, changes to weapons and mechanics, new content, also how will seasons work exactly, and will we be seeing PvP multiplayer? Let me know if that's something you guys want to ultimately see. Plus, more on compensation and rewards and a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, I sat in on this dev chat. It's about a half hour long, but I'm going to break it down for you all very quickly here in a bulletin. First and foremost, I did mention a hot fix was being worked on. I say was because now it is live. They just announced it. It says the First Descendant hot fix is live. It's going to fix the logo sound volume issue on game launch. That's a nerf we actually do want. And then stabilize server and client performance, improve PS5 performance, fix XSX, FSR, upscale. That's going to be Xbox Series X right there. And then gameplay tweaks and bug fixes across UI, descendants, modules, fields, and equipment. That is now currently live, and it's a hot fix. Doesn't require a download, so that's going to be server side. Should be already live for you all. So yeah, that's cool. You don't have to worry about like being freaked out by the Nexon logo going off every single time you open the game. But yeah, let's get into compensation issues. So they plan to address compensation issues, beta compensation problems, as well as Twitch drop compensation not being paid out. This is what they just posted as well right here. They're going to be expanding test participation rewards to basically everyone. So if you didn't get your rewards from like the beta or what have you, those should be rolling out. They do note that you should be checking your mail and your inbox for those rewards here shortly as well. Now, when it comes to gathering data of players, this has been a big controversy with Nexon as well. Some players feel like they're gathering way too much information. They went into a little bit more detail about this. They claim it is a must to create a site like OPGG to compare equipment, make personal tools, or use in various ways. And this all requires a personal consent process. It's also for their API as well. That's how they explained it. Let me know how you guys are feeling about it. Kind of curious. I've heard some people are concerned about that as well. Now, also they did mention this. They plan to update some of the gun sounds, but more importantly, certain gun characteristics, and also touch up on the UI based on user feedback. So I'm kind of curious exactly what they're going to be doing with the gun mechanics and characteristics there. Because overall, I've heard that a lot of you guys seem to like the current gun mechanics, but let me know if anything feels weird or weak for you. I think personally some of the beam rifles need more oomph to them. That's just my opinion. They feel kind of like, you know, they're probably, for me personally, my least favorite weapon in this game, and I feel like they just need more oomph. That's just how I feel about it. But also, yeah, they did talk about what's coming up here in the future as well. So they talked about seasons and future content. So pre-season, which is currently going on right now, will be running for 8 weeks upon launch. And we will be getting new content updates starting on August 1st. We'll be getting the new Descendant Luna on that date as well, and Ultimate Valby, and a new weapon, and new skin, and a new boss. So yeah, if you have not seen Luna, there was a little clip. Here she is right here. So this is going to be our new Descendant that is going to be releasing on August 1st. And that's going to be head of Season 1. So yeah, we're already getting a brand new Descendant. I do hope as we get into more Descendants that they are vastly different from what we currently have. I do feel like some of the abilities, although, again, I've said this before, they look different thematically, they feel very samey. You know what I mean? So I hope that there's a lot more difference in terms of gameplay with the upcoming Descendants. But yeah, Season 1, about that's going to be beginning on August 29th, by the way. And all seasons will be operated on a 3-month time frame and updated every month. Now, Season 2 is currently in development and will begin in early December, and we'll be getting a new mega dungeon with that one, utility companion, new Descendant, and story missions, new Colossus and dungeon, new weapon and new skins, and ultimate Descendant as well. So a lot going on with the future of the First Descendant. And I know you guys hate when I mention Anthem because it's like such a heartbreaking thing. But yeah, it looks like they're going to be updating this one a bit more than Anthem in terms of the love that Anthem got post-launch. So that's at least good news there. But yeah, a lot of you guys are asking the question, will we be getting PvP? So this was posted out here. Please add PvP. 99.98% of the players want PvP in the First Descendant. Is this true? If we scroll down here, it says no. So I think that's probably an over-exaggeration on the 99.98% there. So yeah, what did the dev team have to say? It says the First Descendant is designed as a co-op squad-based shooter, and the producer did say this. We made it clear from the start that it would be a PvE-centered game, and we proceeded with developing it. So we do not have any plans to add PvP content for the time being. Doesn't mean that's an outright no. I myself think they should double down and focus on the current existing infrastructure of the PvE content. I prefer co-op. And, you know, even like with Helldivers 2 was immensely successful. We're seeing more and more PvE games just popping off, which I love to see personally. So if PvP never happens for the First Descendant, I'm completely fine with that. And I would hate for them to detract away from what they're currently doing with the PvE and the co-op to make PvP happen. So that's the biggest concern right there. And I'm glad to hear that they aren't rushing into this and adding PvP just for the hell of it. You know what I mean? But yeah, some of you are probably wondering, hey, Robbie, how is the game currently doing? You know, although the game is not that old whatsoever, you're probably wondering about the player count. So check it out right here. We're sitting at 201,000 players concurrently right now. For me right now, it's about 9:56 a.m. in the morning. So it's pretty early still, but it seems like the game is still very much holding on to its community right now. We'll see if this number fluctuates. I imagine it's going to go down and then up. We'll see how the seasons keep people around. That's going to be the biggest indicator for me because games just struggle keeping players around season to season, especially when new games come out. But anyway, yeah, another one that I want to talk about here is this. Yet again, keeps cropping up, says, please add matchmaking to hard mode. As an older gamer, none of my friends play this game. I stopped playing Destiny 2 because the harder content would not have matchmaking. Please don't make me rely on external tools to get a team when I have limited time to play. Just add matchmaking for people who want to use this function. Please don't alienate other gamers like me, excuse me. I want to invest in your game by purchasing battle passes and skins, but as it is now, I won't until things change. Thanks. Got 209 upvotes, and I saw some comments from you all on my top comments saying, hey, Robbie, you know, hard mode usually for these type of games doesn't have any type of matchmaking, and if you get into randoms on these harder difficulties, it's pointless anyway because it requires coordination, that sort of thing. I still think that there should be something for players that still want to risk it and try it out. Maybe you can get with randoms that actually do want to coordinate, but there should be some sort of system, at least in my opinion, to matchmake. Or perhaps they should have like, you know, the normal difficulty, hard difficulty, and then maybe like the hardest difficulty where perhaps that does require some sort of looking for group, some sort of, you know, really getting together and synergizing your team. That does make sense. I do get that. But it would be nice to have like an extra difficulty for those that at least want to matchmake. You know what I mean? Instead of it just being normal, you're stuck in normal mode with matchmaking. I do want to see that extra difficulty. Let me know how you guys feel about that one. I know it's a tough topic, but I'm seeing this mentioned over and over again. But yeah, there's some replies here as well. It says, it baffles me that people are against matchmaking in hard mode, not only on this post, but the many others that talk about it. And it's the same in Destiny 2 as well. So yeah, kind of curious your take on this one. Now, also it says, you don't have to force yourself to like grindy loot shooters. It's okay to say that this game is not for you. Coming here a lot, and I see a lot of players that are not used to a game like Warframe, The Division, Destiny 2, complaining about how hard it is to grind the game, how boring it is to play 2+ hours of the same mission for loot, how the cash shop is bad because skins are expensive in a free-to-play game where game content is going to be free. If you don't like that, you don't need to come here and try to convince people that the game is bad. The people playing the game know what they're playing. They know why they're here. They may complain about the grind when they get tired, but it's like a Call of Duty or League of Legends. Players that would get frustrated say that they hate the game and be back the next day because that's what keeps them going. If you don't know the thrill people have doing what can be boring content for others just to min-max loot, then this game is not for you, and that's okay. I hope this game succeeds. I think we needed a new and better looter shooter, and I hope that Nexon don't mess up the updates. I want to see a big community of people that love grinding being here together. I'm getting tired of people that are not the target audience trying to sell the idea that we should stop playing this game. Yeah, just enjoy what you enjoy. That's what I say. There's a lot of noise around absolutely everything anymore. It is very difficult to enjoy what you want to enjoy. At least that's how I feel about the world anymore. But hey, if you enjoy the hell out of the First Descendant, just keep enjoying it. That's what I say. Currently I am enjoying the game. It does have that reminiscent feel of Anthem for me, for sure. Even like Outriders as well. And maybe like a little bit of Helldivers too in there. More, I would say more Outriders and Anthem for me personally. But I know a lot of you guys say, hey, this feels a lot like Warframe. You guys are going to get me to try Warframe here eventually, probably soon. But anyway, let's get into your top comments. So yeah, remember, leave a comment down below. It could end up right here in a future video. But the first comment made me laugh. It says, stop mentioning Anthem. God, that game had so much potential. Let me tell you what. When EA killed Anthem Next and what they were doing with that big update, my heart sank. I still cannot get over that. I will always remember that one. And I do remember hearing that the dev team that was working on that was just absolutely gutted. So to know that that happened really is a bummer. I can go on and on about that, but yeah, let's keep going here. So we have RGT Nexus who says, nah, the worst part about customization is in the beta, you can change the colors of the base skins and weapons. They took that out for release. Why? Well, of course, it comes down to money. I mean, I'm answering my own question here. So yeah, that's the actual reason right there. And then it says, they really should give us some kind of customization. A bit boring to see all the same Descendants, same color. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why they shouldn't have taken out that feature from the beta. I have noticed that as well. Now, I have, like I told you guys previously, I don't usually purchase stuff from free-to-play games at all. Now, this game did get me to purchase a $5 outfit. I'm like, hey, it's $5. I've been playing this game for hours and hours. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, you know what? I'm willing to support them in that way. Also, we have this one. LOL, the devs want your money on every single detail, even on simple color palette, yet no matchmaking for hard mode. There it is again. It's mentioned yet again. It seems like that is really something that you guys want. Maybe the red paint is meant to color flags we find about the drop rate. Now we have Tim who says, I'm loving this game. I have no performance issues on my PS5, but I'm also on performance mode. I'm bummed to hear there's no matchmaking for hard mode. Besides that, I have no complaints for games for free. Wow, see? Yeah, it just seems like people really, really want that as a feature. I'm seeing that mentioned all over the place. The devs didn't mention anything about doing matchmaking on hard mode yet. I'm hoping that they do have something to say about that. Again, I think that there should be 3 difficulty modes, normal, hard, and then that ultimate mode, which would perhaps require a looking for group or manually having your friends join up with you. That sort of thing does make sense. I do get that, like, you would want that extremely hardcore mode where it requires synergies and really, really working together. Yeah. But thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned here for more First Descendant. I'll have you guys covered on all the updates. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Take care.